Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, your time. Welcome to News in Details TV. Welcome our new members to the old ones. We love you guys. As you're supporting us, may the Lord support you in everything you lay your hands. Amen. To the News in Details. Guys, most of the times we ask ourselves, what is really the problem? Let us take the news the way it is. And the news reads, beyond regaining our mandate, I am committed to lifting people out of poverty, and I remain committed to transforming Nigeria, starting from the north to every part of the nation. This was the original tweet by Peter Obi. And before you know it, ADAMU GARBA came under attack yet, and these were his words. We know you are insulting us. We, the Northern, Mr. Peter Obi, and we are assuring you that as for presidency of Nigeria is concerned, it shall remain in your illusional dream forever. You will never come close to it. You bigot, religious, electronical merchant, you can go to Finland to contend with your new Biafra government in exile. Oh my goodness. Guys, did you hear that? The question remains, what wrong has Mr. Peter Obi done? What is wrong with the tweet he tweeted? Why the blast from left, right, sideways, and center? Why the use of words? Can't he choose his choice of words? Let us quickly take some commentaries from some Nigerians. Somebody says, what do you mean that he is a bigotry? You should choose your choice of word. Another person says, this man called Garuba that has his hair like wig will always talk and misconstruct things, said, well, education, they say, is the key, and not everyone who goes through education allows education pass through them. A typical example is the man Garuba, whatever he calls his name. Somebody says, real Mumu Garuba. Another person says, these are the same reason behind the blindfold. They follow northerners. No Igbo man can serve you. Stay in your hand and get married, born and raise up his children, and still his grown-up children still serve the same man their father served. It's never done in Igbo land, but you see it not. They know that when an Igbo man becomes the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, their eyes will be open. Another person says, each day I woke up, I spit on the floor and cursed Lord Lugard. See the mess he put us in. If not, who is Mumu Garuba to come and speak when Obi is speaking? Somebody says. Another person says, thank God that Peter Obi does not pay attention to internet hoodlums like this man. Another say, it is the audacity this man has for me to make such utterances. Who is he to utter those words? Another person says, it be like say this man just learned the word bigot. Any small thing bigot. Make owner give you got. Because there is no sense he got, but only you got. Somebody says. Another person says, guilty conscience fears no accusation. But you could see, if he said, starting from north, you will say he is a bigoted Biafran. He started from north. You say he is a bigot. Where do you want him to start from? Somebody says, the way some people talk with impunity like they own Nigeria. Another person says, now Lord Lugard caused this rubbish. Every rubbish man for joining South and North together, like two different countries coming together. Rubbish man. If not by now, what is our business with Northerners that don't want change. Another person says, this ADAMU, he is just a privileged illiterate, because I wonder who is giving him platform to be talking when he himself doesn't even matter to the Nigerian politician, to the Nigerian political arena. Somebody says, his shame is shaming me. Don't worry, we will hear your end. Another person says, where did he mention Northerners now? Using idea to put him in Northerners' bad note. So you know about the poverty in the NAT, but how are you helping to curb it? GARBA, somebody says. At ADAMU GARBA, I never knew you were the person in charge, the presidential seat in Nigeria. I never knew you determine who becomes the next president. We all are watching. But believe me, the Northerners will be the one to suffer the most in the country. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but believe and live, believe and have in mind, it must come to pass. Somebody says, imagine all this people said to Peter Obi, and no one has called him to order. Who does he think he is to call a person like Peter Obi such unprintable names? ADAMU, you are one of the most foolish fools in the NAT. Let me ask, the presidency has been in your region for years. How well are your people doing? Despite all, you people have the worst of everything, from poverty to out-of-school children, terrorism, diseases, and sickness. You should be ashamed, somebody says. The hatred is appealing. The hatred is beyond politics, beyond ethnicity, beyond religion. It's from the pit of hell. Like, what the heck? Another person says, steal Lord Lugard's fort. ADAMU, just go and focus on rearing cows. Intellectual conversation. And for you, Aboki. Another person says, guys, if you look at this, I honestly, if it's really another person that made this statement, you would have been heard people calling for the arrest. But it is ADAMU. What do you think? Who is he to use such unprecedented words on Peter Obi? He said nothing wrong. And if you're wondering what he said, Peter Obi only made a statement saying, beyond regaining our mandate, I am committed to lifting people out of poverty, and I remain committed to transforming Nigerians, starting from the north to every part of the nation. What's wrong with that? Let me know.